Happy Tuesday, challengers. I hope you guys are enjoying the second day of the challenge, that you are enjoying the meals. And you know what? It's okay if you don't enjoy all the meals. The beauty of this is that you'll get to try several recipes and decide which ones you want to add to your arsenal and which ones you might not. But I'm just glad that you're getting to experience some recipes that you may not have thought of, and also recognizing that healthy eating can be really delicious. But I wanted to discuss just a couple of things that you might be experiencing that is pretty typical when you start a clean eating plan like this, and that is withdrawal symptoms. I'm referring to headaches, mental fogginess, maybe even fatigue, low energy, which you might mistake for not enough calories. But that is our body's reaction to withdrawing from things like sugars, caffeine. If you were somebody who had a lot of caffeine before and are limiting now, and from the chemicals and artificial sweeteners and artificial ingredients that are in so many prepared foods. So I just want to encourage you that it is temporary, and if you continue with this, it will pass. My biggest suggestion is to keep up the water, because that's going to help you eliminate those toxins from your body. That's what they are. They're toxic, and they are slowly killing you. So if you're feeling those things, the headache, the other one that is really typical is bloating, which might confuse you because you're thinking, wow, I'm eating better, I shouldn't feel more bloated. But that is because when you are increasing your water, when you are not hydrated prior. So if you hadn't been drinking at least this much water, or the suggestion is at least half your body weight in water. So for a 140-pound woman, 70 ounces of water. If you were not drinking about that much prior to the challenge, and you're drinking that much or more now, your body is saying, wow, we don't get enough of this. We're going to hang on to it because we're not sure if more is coming. But once your body is used to getting the hydration that it needs, it will release that water. So you might be retaining more water this week. It generally passes. I mean, it's going to vary from person to person, but about 3 or 4 days. By the last day, most people have released that water because their body is now realizing, okay, this stuff is going to keep coming, so I can let go of it. So continue to drink that water even when you're feeling bloated. I promise that feeling will pass. And while I don't recommend, or while I don't, suggest that you should eat this way all the time, 100%. By that I mean eat mostly this way with moderation, moderate treats. So I go by the 80-20 rule, or you can even go by the 90-10 rule, but 80% clean and portion controlled, and then that 20%, maybe the weekends you have a cheat meal, or you enjoy wine occasionally, or you enjoy treats on occasion. While I don't expect that this is the way that you're going to eat the rest of your life, I do encourage you to give it the strict attention for this short time to eliminate those toxic things have built up in our bodies. Because once you're able to break through those cravings, because I know sugar is a huge one. That's my biggest issue, is when I kind of get a little bit liberal with my treats. And then I realize that I've got to kind of detox from it. It takes me a few days to get it out of my system before I can add it back into my diet in a more moderate and reasonable amount. So, like I said, you may not be able to eat this way 100%, but please give it these 5 days to stick to this menu as close as possible, not adding those treats in. Try to not use the 80-20 rule these few days, because you kind of have to detox from it to be able to be moderate and not crave it nonstop. It's got to leave the system. So keep chugging that water. We don't give it enough credit, our hydration. So keep chugging, and I hope you guys can get through those tough, painful headaches and bloating, for those of you who are experiencing that. But just hang in there. I promise you it's going to be worth it. I promise you, at the end of this 5 days. So keep up the great work. I'm here for you. Thanks so much for trusting me on your journey. I truly appreciate it, and do not take it for granted. Have an awesome Tuesday.